Hello, everyone. It's Pastor Anthony here with your weekly challenge, and that is you ever think about what happens to unresolved issues? That how oftentimes we snap at one another or we have an unforgiving heart and we think that everything is okay. But the reality is that when it's just kept inside, something begins to happen. In fact, the book of Proverbs, Solomon, with all his wisdom, teaches us. It says in Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 23, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. Out of where? Out of your heart. Unresolved issues, unforgiveness, bitterness. And by the way, bitterness destroys its own container. In fact, the Bible teaches us that we ought not to have a root of bitterness because it may defile many. And it does. We have poor attitudes. We wake up and we're grumpy, we're moody, we take it out on people. It's because of all these unresolved issues that are taking place on the inside. Something like this. Let me put this down for a minute and show you exactly what I mean about how bitterness destroys its own container and defiles many. Exactly. It erupts. And what happens is that it erupts on innocent people and people all around us. So what we need to do is do the very opposite and imagine that what was erupting out of us was kindness and meekness and gentleness. The Bible teaches us that we ought to clothe ourselves with humility, to put it on, to take off anger and malice and all the other things in between. In fact, we're told that we ought not to have, let no corrupt word proceed out of your mouth, but only that for which is for edification, that is for building up, in other words. And so do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Learn to forgive. Learn to rid yourself of bitterness. Learn to resolve issues. Learn to put this into practice in your daily life. That's the challenge for this week. Go and be kind. Go speak kind words. Make a phone call. Do what you must. But learn the fact that the issues that are springing from your heart are the result of things that you are not willing to let go, when in fact you ought to let it go and give them over to God. There's no reason why you ought to carry those heavy burdens. Learn to forgive. Learn to be kind. May God bless you. May He enrich you. And may you have the peace of God upon your heart. And may you go and bless others. Thank you.